that the auntie is just deceiving her so that she will still stay with her and still take care of her children, that and told her to come to his house and took her to one hospital for them to try to as a young girl or as a single girl, you have a lot to learn at the end of this story. Just watch this story to the end. You have a lot of lessons to learn and apply in your life. Even sense, you go still get sense after watching this video if you no get sense before. Now, this young lady is still a young lady, a very young lady, but she just misroad sha. Now, she said that she was once living with her auntie, that her auntie was so good to her that she must confess that her auntie was so good to her and meant well for her. Her auntie put her in one of the best schools around their vicinity and even promised to further her education if she can stay with her till she gets married. But she was deceived by the one she thought she loved, or the one that said or convinced her that he loved her. Now, while she was still in secondary school, there was a guy that usually block her way once she's coming back from school. This guy will confess love to her, tell her to just give him a chance, that he will change her life, that he will give her what her auntie cannot give her, that he will make sure she wears the best clothes, that she will make sure she makes the best hair, that is after her secondary school, that she will even sponsor her to university level. I will sponsor her to even master's PhD. That this guy promised her so many things. Promise her so many enjoyment, that she will even take her out, take her to places, take her to eat shawarma, take her to eat barbecue, take her to swimming, take her to ShopRite, take her to so many places, even take her to cinema. That this guy really sugarcoated his words and really convinced her. That initially she was really giving him deaf ears, but as time goes on, when her classmates used to show off what her boyfriends got for them, she was now getting convinced, okay, and started giving in to what the guy used to tell her. Now, he said that once she's coming back from school, she'll be longing to see the guy along the way, because the guy always block her way, always wait for her, target whenever they will dismiss and wait for her along the way. Now, she started giving in to this guy's words and agreed to date the guy even while she was still in secondary school. All these things was happening. She not report to her auntie, she not tell her auntie everything that has been going on or everything the guy has been telling her. Now, the guy told her that once she is done with secondary school, that he will make sure that she got enrolled in higher institution. But this girl told the guy that her auntie already promised to take her or enroll her in higher institution. But the guy told her that the auntie is just deceiving her. That all these women that thought they have money, that the auntie is just deceiving her so that she will still stay with her and still take care of her children. That she should believe him, that the auntie will not fulfill her promise. And mumuishly, she believed him. Now, this is what happened. She started being stubborn at home, started giving her auntie headaches, and her auntie threatened so many times to take her home. But after her threat, her auntie will still not take her home. Her auntie will just, try to calm her down or try to talk to her or even raise her hands on her. She was still a child then. But her auntie did not return her to her people as she has been threatening. Had it been she knew, she would just stay with her auntie. Now, she was praying in her heart. Once her auntie threatened to take her back to her people, she was praying in her heart for her auntie to take her back. But at the end of every quarrel, at the end of everything, her auntie will still not take her back to her people. And this made her so sad and angry, because to her mind, this is her only means of escape from her auntie's jailhouse, because once you come back from school, there is no going out of the house. But she knew that once she gets to her parents' house, she'll be free to go to anywhere that she wants. So for her to make her auntie so angry so that her auntie can take her back, on the last day she wrote her WAEC, she did not go back home. She slept at this guy's house who was her boyfriend then. So she knew that her auntie will search for her everywhere. But she remained at her boyfriend's house and spent the night there. In the morning, early morning, she returned back to her auntie's house, and that was the last straw that brought the camel's back. She knew that this will make her auntie report her to her parents and definitely take her home. So her auntie contacted her parents, and her parents came along with her senior brothers. That day, they beat her blue and black. But after everything, she was shouting and screaming, I want to go home, I want to go home. I'm not staying again, I want to go home, I want to go home. When everybody noticed that she is now adamant and she is now stubborn and she meant her word, and they realized that Since she have the mind to sleep at once, that she can do it repeatedly, and her auntie said that she don't want a situation whereby people will accuse her wrongly of anything, so it's better that her parents now take her home, that the matter has gone from bad to worse, and at this stage she can no longer control her. Then in her heart, hearing what her auntie said, she became so happy that she has achieved her everything, her goal and everything, and she went back to her parents' house with her parents and brothers. Now getting to her parents' house, she knew that nobody can control her at her parents' house. She's now obviously an Abobi according to her. Now she can now freely go and visit her boyfriend, go out in the morning, come back in the night, sometimes not even come back at all. Now a month and plus later, she missed her period. Initially, she said that she was so naive. She didn't know anything about taking precautions, anything about tracking periods. She didn't even know anything, that she was still in her teens when this thing happened. She missed her period. She not take it serious because such a thing did not cross her mind. Until after 2 months, second month, when she expected her period, it did not come. That was when she now approached the boyfriend and I told the boyfriend, I have missed my period for 2 months, so I don't know what is happening. Take me to hospital. Maybe I am sick or maybe I have infection. She thought that she now have infection. That is why she missed her period for 2 times. Now, her boyfriend now took her to hospital and should I say fortunately or unfortunately, she's now 2 months plus pregnant. She said that day she could not believe her ears because she did not know that such a thing can ever happen. She did not know anything, that she was just nice. She was just a teenager then. Her boyfriend's face changed. Now that her boyfriend told her not to follow him to his house, that she should go straight to her parents' house so that she can think about it. She adhered to his instructions, obviously because she's just a teenager and the guy a big guy. So she had to go back to her parents' house. After 2 days, the guy called her and told her to come to his house and took her to one hospital for them to try to you understand. But she said that she was so scared because there was this her childhood friend that got pregnant while they were still in junior secondary, and at the cost of trying to do this same thing her boyfriend took her to the hospital to do, the girl lost her life. So she became so scared that she don't want to buy, she don't want anything to happen to her, that she don't want it at all. They assured her, give her assurance. The doctor talked to her, the boyfriend talked to her at a time when she was still persistent that she will not do it. Her boyfriend got angry, started shouting, what do you mean? These other girls do it, this and that. Yeah, are you the first person to do it? Nothing will happen to you. I brought you to a very good hospital. They'll take care of you. They'll do it very well. She was, no. I don't want anything to happen to my life, please. So the boyfriend now told her to go back to her parents' house and never come to her house again. Now, she's pregnant now. And it was that same week that her mother stayed back that weekend, and it's that same weekend that her mother stayed back because she said that her mother used to go for outside work, so her mother barely sleeps at home because of the nature of her mother's business. But that weekend, luck was not on her. Her mother did not go for any outside business and stayed back that weekend. It was that same weekend that her mother noticed that she was pregnant and now called her and asked her who is responsible. And she now have to tell her mother, it is that same guy that I slept over in his house while I was still at my auntie's house. It's that same guy. And she told the mother that the guy already took her to a place for them to remove it, but she refused because she don't want anything to happen to her life. Before she could land, trust African mothers now, from left side center on her body. But one name and a after they have welcomed her, gave her enough handshake and really rubbed cream on her body very, very well. You understand now? It's just sarcasm. Now, the mother now told her that she would take her to that her boyfriend's place tomorrow, that the guy must marry her. Trust African mother. Before early morning, she, her father, her senior brothers all landed at the guy's house the next day. And they told the guy, my dear, there is no need for long talk. Please, we want to see your people next weekend. Come and pay her bride price. First, the guy was like, I'm not responsible. The guy was like, I am not the one responsible for the pregnancy. This lady said that she said it's a lie. You are the one that is responsible. You've been the one being with me all this while. The mother now told the guy, is it not you that my daughter slept over in your house while she was still at her auntie's place? Is it not same you? So what are you saying? Oga, call your people. Her brothers were all grown, so they now gave the guy enough handshake and told the guy, if you don't come and pay our sister's bride price by next weekend, what you will see, your ears will not believe it. So the guy now fearfully called his people, and that was how she got married to him. She said that since that day they paid her bride price and the guy took her home, that she had been living in hell. That she had been experiencing hell on earth since that day. That the once a time sweet, loving man she knew became a devil in their home. The guy does not call her sweet names anymore, call her by her name. The guy, at any slightest and every slightest mistake, bam, on her body. The guy does not even take care of her. The guy barely sleeps at home. The guy now even cheats on her. Not just cheating, the guy will even invite his girlfriends at home and even make call to his girlfriends in her presence, and she dare not even talk. Pim. She dare not even say a word. Pim. That this guy is not even hiding the adultery and fornication he is doing. He is not hiding it at all. The respect and regard all gone down the drain. Nothing. To even feed her is a very big problem. So this was what she endured in his house until she put to bed. Now she put to bed. Her baby is now growing. But the torment, torture, maltreatment, disregard and disrespect she have experienced in this guy's hand is really unbearable. And she has concluded in her mind that she cannot continue anymore. But she don't have the mind and courage to leave this guy. She don't know what the future will hold for her. She's just done with secondary school. She have a child, married, and above all, she is still under 20 years. She's not even yet 20 years. This same lady I'm talking about, this same girl I'm talking about. So she's asking us, please, do you advise her to leave this marriage, or do you think it is too early to leave this marriage, or should she still give her husband time that he will change or he might change? Or do you guys think he might change? Or should she apologize to the guy and maybe talk to the guy that she's just confused, she don't know what to do? But above all, that her mind is telling her to leave the marriage. She don't know what her parents will do to her, but she's just tired of the marriage. She's asking us, should she leave the marriage, or should she give her husband time for him to change? Or do we think the guy will change tomorrow? Is there any hope for her in that marriage at all? Please, this lady is just under 20 years. She's just under 20 years. Yes, she have missed her path and missed her way. But let us tamper justice with mercy. We will not come and buy her. She have learned her lesson that nobody even told her this is the lesson you have learned. She learned it by herself and she now know better. So please drop your advice in the comment section. If you know the advice you give to your sister, I know you say your sister cannot do this. Don't worry. Don't worry. We all make mistakes. Okay, she has made the mistake. She has made the mistake. All right. Drop the advice in the comment section. She'll be with us in the comment section. And she's regretting this 100%. She said that had it been she's still with her auntie, by now she must have been in university or about to graduate because she finished secondary school so early, because she was very intelligent. So she finished secondary school at a very early age. So had it been she was still with her auntie, by now it's that she's about to graduate in the university, and her auntie was a very nice woman. What do you advise her to do? Please, she'll be with you in the comment section. My name is Queen Teen and that story. Bye.